Pieter Pohl, the founder and director. That's Headlight Media Group. So you'd want to stay with us because there is a lot you're gonna learn, many insights, wisdom, nuggets on how to hack that marketing strategy you have. All right, how are you, Peter?
Favorite Frank, thank you so much for having me on air.
Karibu sana. Did we say karibu sana here?
Karibu sana.
Yes, welcome.
That's great. And I'm excited to talk to all the listeners out there.
Uh-huh.
And hopefully I can share something that is of value to them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Great. So who's Pieter Pohl?
Who am I? I'm a man from South Africa.
Okay.
I am a child of God and been serving him for many years now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married to a beautiful woman. Her name is Beth.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 3 beautiful children, Christian, Harriet, Gabriel.
All right.
And we've got a 4th on the way.
Mm-hmm.
And we are really excited for what lies ahead. And I find myself in the business hub. I would say I find myself in the sector of marketing and advertising,
Mm-hmm.
and what comes along with that. I've been in the industry for about 20 years now.
Okay.
And yes, as you mentioned earlier, I'm the founder and managing director of Headlight Media Group,
Mm-hmm.
which is, I would say, a small, medium-sized media company based in Cape Town, South Africa.
All right. Great. Awesome. Talking about marketing. Now, strategic marketing, what is it? And how is it different from, the traditional advertising or marketing?
Well, strategic, in the sense of the word, is the strategy behind.
Mm-hmm.
And it's normally, it's planned out, it's thought through, and it's got various aspects to it, technical aspects to it. And then... but strategic marketing, which we'll expand on shortly,
Mm-hmm.
is accompanied with operational marketing.
Okay.
So the one goes hand in hand with the other. So you can imagine the strategic marketing is like if you have an army, you have the generals who plan out what needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then the operational side of it is the actual people on the ground that make it happen.
Okay.
And everything that happens with that. So so to put it very bluntly and in a context that's hopefully understandable by everyone.
Yes.
Now, big corporate firms have the privilege of having marketing managers, marketing directors, and people who have a strategic oversight over the company, generally decided by a board. And where's this company going?
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, where's it going? What budgets do we have to allocate? What resources do we have?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and traditionally there was always 4 Ps
Mm-hmm.
that made up the marketing mix when it came to the breaking down the strategy, which is normally product, place, it was promotion, and people.
Yes.
But it has expanded slightly to include the processes, the physical evidence. To as times have changed, people have had feedback on this, and now managers are taking these more into consideration as well.
Yeah.
So back to strategy. Let's look at one of the first P's, which is your product.
Yes.
So you need to understand what product and what service you are selling.
Okay.
Okay, so that's important.
Okay.
And not just to waft about it.
Yes.
You need to kind of know your product, your service. What's the technical aspects of it? At the end of the day, if you have a phone, you need to know what differentiates it from your competitors.
Yes.
You need to have some competitor analysis. You've got to have a little edge to it. And once you identify exactly what your product or your service is and how it is,
Yes.
has a competitive edge, then you can start formulating, okay, well, who are the people?
Okay. Okay.
What kind of people are going to be looking at acquiring at purchasing or this specific product or service?
Yes.
And because not every product out there is for everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Let's be real.
So we need to tailor make.
Yes, you need to understand that there's a market segment that is right for your product. And once you can understand who those people are, and that comes through market analysis, A/B testing, you can have, there's so many different methods that people take to actually understand who's their real market.
Yes.
And there's people that specialize just in doing that, and doing the market analysis for specific products out there.
Yes.
And they feed back all that information to strategic level, who say that technically, say now in a population of 50 million, we only have about 2 million people who can consume our product or purchase our product because they fall in within a certain LSM group,
Okay.
which is your Living Standard Model group, which is pretty much what you can afford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and that's reality. We've got to understand that when we create products, it's not everyone's going to buy it.
Yeah.
Let's just be real,
All right.
But if you imagine a big staircase,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and right on top of the staircase, you have a bucket full of ping pong balls,
Yes.
or golf balls,
Yeah.
or, and you let this just go down the staircase, and these balls are bouncing all over the place, okay?
Yes.
And right at the bottom, you've got one little cup,
Uh-huh.
okay?
Yeah.
So the cup means the sale that you got.
Yes.
The balls you are dropping is you just doing marketing.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Now, realistically, how many of those balls are going to fall in the cup down at the bottom?
Maybe one or two?
Exactly. But you've dropped so many balls.
Yes.
And that's the thing about strategic marketing. You understand your product.
Mm-hmm.
You understand your people, the target market,
Yes.
where you're going for. And instead of just dropping a bunch of balls,
Mm-hmm.
you say, how are we going to funnel this to the right people?
Okay.
Because if you start looking at how digital advertising works and pay per click and all those kind of things, you got to understand that it doesn't help your ad pops in front of someone
Yes.
that's going to see it that you're going to be paying for. You'll pay a couple of cents
Yeah.
for that thing to pop up on that screen.
Absolutely.
And if it's not popping up in the right person's screen, you've wasted that money.
Yeah.
And
That's
no exec wants to waste money.
Yeah.
So once you've got your product, you've got your people, you got to understand also how are you going to get that product to the people.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where your placement comes from, your distribution channels. Is it a physical product that you buy that has to be shipped from warehouse A to a warehouse B to a depot to that? What's your supply chain?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you work that cost into your product?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and how does that affect the client, the client out there?
Yes.
So it's very important, and you got to understand, if you got to say now you are selling cars
Mm-hmm.
and you're selling them online, and now you opening up your market to, let's say, Australia.
Yes.
Now, how are you going to sell a Kenyan car and get it to Australia?
Mm-hmm.
So the car might be cheap, but the shipping it there is going to be ridiculous.
Yes.
So that's not a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You know what I'm trying to say?
this is the third P, the promotion part of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's important to understand that whatever. So once you've gotten your product, your place, your price. Oh, sorry, I missed price. Price is also important, but that kind of goes into your. I did quickly mention it, but it's where do you place your price? What value is it, and also to what LSM do you position it to?
Yes.
And it's important to know because not everyone's going to pay what you want them to pay for your product.
Okay. Okay.
And some products just aren't worth what you think it's worth.
Yes.
And you got to understand what the person. I mean, at the end of the day, the market does dictate the price for your product. But there are some luxury brands out there that don't care about the market.
Yeah.
They are established and they set the market price. So price is important. Promotion. So we've spoken about place now, and now we're going to speak about the promotion part, which is another P that's in the part of the strategic side. So when it comes to promotion, is now you kind of have a good understanding of your product.
Mm-hmm.
You understand, who you're going to be marketing
Target
to.
audience. Uh-huh.
You have a place. You know what price you're going to set it at, and you've done research around that, and you know how you're going to get the product to the people.
Mm-hmm.
And now you kind of say, all right, now we're ready to actually start promoting it.
Okay.
Now you're only ready. And now within that, you start building your advertising campaigns.
Wow.
So a lot of times people go and they say, oh, great, let's just put it out there and market it.
Yes.
But they don't know where they're marketing to. They don't know if the price is right. They don't know if the value is right.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get those first few things right through a little bit of time and strategic planning, and also understanding where your company wants to go, because that product or that service will eventually connect to the brand you are building as a company.
All right. So, Peter, what I'm hearing you say that we need to do research before we even get to the market.
Yes.
Do thorough research when it comes to people, product, promotion, price. So talk about why it's important, because somebody's saying, after all, people are buying, so why do I need to go into that so much research? Why is it important to consider strategically marketing this product?
Well, it depends what you want to do. If you just want to sell things, great. But if you want to build a brand around your business,
Yes.
and you want to eventually sell your business, then it's important.
Okay.
Then these things matter. And once again, it's if you're the guy on the street selling corn, okay, there's many of them.
Yeah.
All right. So what sets you apart? But if you do a little bit of research into the market, I'm just using that as a very basic example because we see them on the street here.
Yes.
And but they all look the same. They're all doing the same product. They all look the same. No one's actually sat and gone, what can I do to make it a little bit different? How can I position it a bit differently? How can I package it a bit differently? How can my product, with a little bit of strategic thinking, just have the edge?
Yes.
Now, corn is a very basic example of what I'm using, but just imagine one of those vendors took the time to say, I'm not just going to be selling corn. I'm going to be giving some sort of an experience. So instead of just having one spice I put on,
Yes.
I offer 4 spices,
Okay.
for instance. Okay. But each one that the client comes to get, he has to pay a premium for that.
Yes.
A little bit of an extra premium.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, your product becomes more superior than the guy next to you. But once again, that guy's going to see what you're doing, and he's going to copy with what you're doing because that's
Yes.
what you do in the market. You see what your competitor's doing.
Yes.
Now you're going to say, well, what can I do to stand out? I'm going to actually give myself a name out there. And you're going to be doing things better than all of them. Now people start knowing that it's Favorite Frank's
Yes.
delicious corn with 5 secret spices and recipe,
Yes.
you know. Now you know that you got a secret spice and recipe. That's how KFC became so famous. It's not because they sell chicken.
Yes.
It's because a certain flavor that they could add to the chicken.
Uh-huh.
Now all your competitors are like confused. Hey, I had salt and pepper and aromat and I had this and this, but this guy's got a secret
Yes.
that everyone likes.
Yeah.
Now you become having a competitive advantage. Now you go to all the other people on the street and say, you know what, for you to have my secret spice that everyone's buying from, because you see
Yes.
they're coming to my place and buying all my corn. Okay?
Yeah.
For you to have the secret spice, you got to put my logo on your van that people know that they're selling the secret spice. That you're selling the secret spice.
Yes.
Now all of a sudden, you've taken, calling it now Favorite Frank, I'm calling it that now, corn, delicious corn.
Yeah.
Now you become building a brand.
Wow.
So we need to look past just selling product and service to seeing how we can sell brand, okay, build a brand.
Yes.
And that's ultimately what we as Headlight Media try to do,
Okay.
is we try to tell, or we work with brands that want to build over long term and not just a once-off product, not just a once-off campaign.
Yes.
Because you got to understand, just like your reputation as a person out there, your business also will grow to have a reputation out there.
Wow.
And it's more important to build that with your product or your service than just having a good month or two. And so there needs to be vision, okay?
Yeah.
You need to have a vision for more than just the sale, the next sale,
Okay.
the next campaign, the next product.
Yes.
Because we've got to understand that that is only an extension of a brand that you're trying to build. And remember, branding from the good old days when we worked with cattle and beef and you know,
Yes.
all that kind of stuff, you would physically use a branding iron, heat it up, and burn your cattle.
Yes.
I don't know if they do it, but I know that in many places of the world, to differentiate the cattle.
Yes.
So say now you would have FF Ranch. Okay, let's call it that.
Yes.
So, and you would have that FF Ranch as a branding iron. You would heat it up and you'd burn the bum of your cattle. But you knew that wherever that walked, people would see that. Not only to differentiate you,
Yeah. Yes.
but you also wanted to make sure that your cattle looked good and that people, when they saw that, they knew it was quality.
Yes.
So that when it came to when you had to sell the cattle, they would know just from seeing it around
Mm-hmm.
that this is a premium piece of beef.
Yes.
So it's not only to show ownership, it's also for you to take pride in knowing that your name is on there
Yeah.
and that you want to be the best.
That's a brand now.
It's a brand.
Wow.
So remember, we as believers have been called to be the head and not the tail.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
To lead. And we've been given the creative power from God to sit with Him and get vision for our companies,
Yes.
to formulate a strategy that will set us apart. And that is, I think, my biggest encouragement to people out there. There are obviously methods that have been tried and tested, and there are these P's that we can follow, which is just a guideline.
Yes.
But it's exciting to know when you're building something that someone in another town or a village, they're aware of it
Yeah.
because they were touched, because they left with that experience.
Yes.
And that's what your brand needs to do. It needs to leave people with what does it leave? I want you to say, what taste does it leave in your mouth? But what do you think when you think of that brand?
Yes.
When I say Nike, when I say Toyota,
Yes.
when I say BMW, like what emotion comes to being? And that's because of years of doing exactly what I just spoke about earlier.
Uh-huh.
You something is evoked in you.
So that is giving people experience.
Yes.
Wow. Now let's talk about, because I know there's somebody out here saying now there is the bit of traditional marketing, this is on the ground, and there is now digital marketing because of the revolution and a transformation in the space.
Yes.
So how can a brand balance these two, digital and the traditional marketing?
Well, market penetration is also part of something that needs to be worked into your strategic oversight, or not oversight, your strategic planning.
Yes.
And to penetrate a market is sometimes one of the most difficult things, but many brands have done it in a disruptive way. I'm going to just mention a few that are pretty major out there. So if you read a book by Richard Branson called Losing My Virginity,
Yes.
it speaks about when he started the Virgin brand. Okay, and in there he also speaks about how he launched an airline with like no marketing budget.
Okay.
Okay, so look, he is one of the most unconventional, how can I say, entrepreneurs out there with bringing brands to market. But he pretty much he took this airplane and he did like a wing walk or something on it, and it drew so much attention
Yes.
from just from the media that they had to write about it. Like it was just newsworthy, and his
Yes.
brand was in the spotlight of that. But he took a risk. He realized his limitation. He realized, yes, I don't have the marketing budget all these traditional big airlines have,
Yes.
but that doesn't mean that I can't put my name on the map
Uh-huh.
and start competing with them.
Yes.
And there's a few stories like that of disruptive marketers that have entered into space. So when it comes to traditional marketing, which is normally your general through the line stuff, your above the line, your below the line, and your, it still works, because you've got to understand that when you go above the line and you start doing things like radio and TV, and you're speaking to a mass audience.
Yes.
Okay, and you can try target it down to certain time slots where the demographic would be more in your target market. You could try as much as you want.
Yes.
The good thing is you're hitting a lot of people. Okay,
Okay.
a lot of eyeballs on it. But you can't really track engagement. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why the digital marketing is such a good space to be at, because you can track engagement.
Okay.
And also because if you're especially marketing towards a younger segment, well, I won't even say that younger anymore, but I'd say 50 and below, or mid 40s and below, your digital space is very, very effective.
Yes.
Because of our presence on social media and interaction with our phones,
Yes.
et cetera, et cetera. So we have a client in South Africa who does. They have city transport service. A company's called Intercape.
Yes.
And there, for instance, we pretty much utilize all the platforms.
Okay.
So it's a proper through the line strategy. It's all the platforms besides TV and radio.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there'll be billboards, but not many. But the majority of the effort goes into the digital space.
Digital.
And and it's very successful. Everything from a TikTok to X,
Yes.
to Facebook, to Instagram, to you name it. And because we realize that's where a lot of the customers lie.
Yes.
And even for me, TikTok was a news thing. I was like, hey man, I'm a bit old for this.
Uh-huh.
But I understand that it works on the same principle of finding people
Yes.
to connect to your brand. You need to connect with the people, connect them to your brand,
Yes.
and have them have a good experience. So I would say when it comes to the digital space, it needs to be worked into the marketing mix for any company out there, and for small businesses that are wanting to just at least get community or interaction and build a brand in the community. It's an easy and cost-effective way to do. You don't need to spend a lot of money on it.
Yes.
But you just need to be consistent. You need to attach some sort of an identity to it.
Yes.
And you need to be able to deliver on what you say you're going to deliver.
Okay.
So, yes, for small businesses out there
Yes.
that don't have budgets, then you normally have time.
Yeah.
So, to those entrepreneurs out there and small businesses, just do something different to your competitor.
Yes.
And make use of the free platforms available, like the basic social medias.
Yes.
Take time, be creative, and put excellence behind your brand. Create a logo. And if you can't do it, go into free platforms like Canva.
Yes.
Canva's free, and you can do a lot of things on it. Yes, there's a paid version, but you can do a lot on the free version.
Yeah.
Even when you do your social media post, don't just take a photo and load it. Like, place the photo nicely. Make your product look good. Make it look appealing.
Yes.
And just have fun with it.
Wow.
Because you want to give the people an experience, not just a cold product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. We're going to take a very short break. When we come back on this other side of this break, we'll be delving deeper into the conversation. We have Pieter Pohl in studio, who's the head of founder and director of Headlight Media Group. So stay with us. We are live on YouTube as well.
Activate on Hope FM.
Hope FM, another quality service from Christ, is the answer ministry.
The Business Line. It's just business.
In Kenya and 101.9 Mombasa.
Absolutely, such a wonderful morning, and we're having a great time already on Activate this morning. This is the Corporate Hub edition, being a Thursday, the 31st of July. And we are talking about strategic marketing. Why is it important? Why do you need it? What is it? And of course, I want to believe you are learning already. Thank you so much. I can see we have this Danish Siali from Kakamega Kolomani saying you are learning. Thank you so much. We have this Sami Kanta. Good morning to my brother. And thank you so much for tuning in. So I'd want you to talk about, Peter, to talk about there is a business out here. How do they, carve their niche in a crowded market? Because I know you had alluded to it earlier on, but I would want you maybe to give more insights on how a business or this brand can cover niche, just establish their brand in a crowded market.
If I was able to 100% accurately answer that, I'd be a very wealthy man.
Okay.
But anything I would say, failing to plan is planning to fail. That's an old saying, but people need to spend a little bit more time on standing back from their business
Yes.
than always being in their business.
Okay.
Okay, so especially small businesses, we are so constantly busy chasing the next client, making sure that previous client is happy. We're trying to improve our product. We're trying to do the accounts. We're trying to scale. We're trying to do all these challenging things that businesses face. I'm more speaking to small and micro businesses right now.
Yes.
Or medium-sized businesses. They'll generally have better structures in place for that and employ people that are competent in that. But if we look at obviously the makeup of a lot of the economy, it's your small and micro businesses that actually become a big backbone in society.
Yes.
And feed a lot of families out there. So I would say that, like I was mentioning previously, is you need to stand out from your competitor.
Yes.
Okay.
I
was I wasn't listening to a podcast. Something popped up on my social media, and it's someone that I follow, and he mentioned that we always got to understand that the most competitive sport out there is business. It's a competitive sport. We got to understand it.
Yes.
And but it shouldn't get to a place of competition so much that it completely drains you and empties your entire being. It should be a sport that you enjoy playing.
Yes.
And competing is part of that fun. If it makes sense.
Okay.
So if the people have siblings out there, like I'm talking to people who have a lot of siblings, it's sometimes nice to just up your sibling on something, and then your sibling sees it and he tries to be better than you, and same with friends, as iron sharpens iron, one man will sharpen another one.
Yes.
So we should see it as a positive thing. It's positive. It's positive competition. So try stand out, stand back from your business. Just walk around. Take one morning a week. Go see what your competitors are doing. Talk to them.
Okay.
I can guarantee you're going to learn one or two good things, and you're going to start realizing what's not working that you are also doing. Then you come back and you say, okay, I saw John was doing that. I saw Matthew was doing that. I saw that man was doing that. These are three things that I actually learned was good. It's just a bit of market research. Then you can come back and refine your product or your service and try and make it better.
Yes.
Because once again, I'm going to get back to building a brand. Okay?
Yeah.
We are, whether you like it or not, you are building a brand. The way you dress, the way you speak, you are communicating something about what you do and who you are. And take pride in what you do. Even if you just have a clean workspace, that says something about who you are. Okay?
Yes. Yeah.
But you're not going to understand that unless you stand back. So, in short, stand out. Stand out from the crowd.
Okay.
Find a way to stand out. If you've got to paint your place green with pink dots and that becomes your brand, well, it makes you stand out. Maybe you don't want to stand out for the wrong reasons. But yes, find a way through some market research how you can stand out with your product or your service, and that people can differentiate and choose you over your competitor. Maybe they'll even drive an extra kilometer just to get to you because they get a better experience. They get a napkin.
Yes. Yeah.
They get a glass of water. They get maybe a little, with your corn you buy, that you give them a little mint. A little toothpick.
Yes.
Little thing. It's a little thing.
Yeah.
Might not cost you much, but it leaves an experience with your customer.
All right.
And the same principle can apply all the way up to big
Yes.
companies. You know? It's how do you stand out from your competitor? And it's not always price.
Yes.
There are some people that rather pay a premium because they know they get something of value.
Yeah.
Because we need to know how we're going to add value to people, not just how we're going to do a transaction.
All right.
I believe that in God's economy, there's value transfer.
Yes.
You know, it's not just transactional.
Yeah.
And businesses are built on relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So, find a way to stand out,
Okay.
but take time
Yes.
to find out what the best way to stand out is in your market.
All right. Great. Talk about maybe how often should businesses revise or review their strategies while trying to develop strategies for their market.
So if we can imagine a ship setting sail into the ocean, they are departing here at Mombasa. It is Mombasa.
Yeah, that's Mombasa.
They're departing, and their destination is, let's say, Australia. They've got a plan, but they don't know what's going to happen along the way.
Yes.
They don't know if pirates are going to come.
Uh-huh.
They don't know if storms are going to come. They don't know if there's going to be like an outbreak on the actual boat.
Yes.
You don't know what's going to come.
Yeah.
Okay. So in an ideal world, you can come up with a great plan, okay, on an executive level.
Yes.
And you pass it through to operational marketing, the people that actually make it work, who actually do the work, whether they writing the campaigns, whether they employing the videographers, whether they getting a media agency or a production house to do the things that they want to do within their strategy. But now you go, and all of a sudden something happens in the market that disrupts your plan. Then you got a choice: either you stick to your plan and you push through, or you adapt. So generally, I would say that revise if you're not gaining the return you've been wanting to achieve.
Okay.
So set objectives that's quantifiable, that you can actually say there's a number to my objective.
Yes.
Whether it be units, whether it be profit, whether it be market share, figure out how you're going to quantify that. Because oftentimes people's marketing strategy is to gain market share for a period.
Yes.
So they'll introduce a new product at a lower cost to gain market share, which means that people start moving from one brand to their brand, and then slowly they'll start introducing other products or services that are a little bit more premium.
Yes.
But because the people had a good experience with them, they would stick to them, to that specific brand. Some are price. There's various metrics you can measure as you go along to see whether this is actually happening. Look, oftentimes when sales aren't being made, the marketing team gets called in anyway and gets shouted at.
Yeah.
It's always marketing.
That's true.
Marketing and sales, it's your fault. We're like, but we're just executing your plan. That's all. So it's funny how execs always do that. But I have a good chuckle with them sometimes in the boardrooms. But anyway, it's so that'll be one. So adjust and pivot when needed. If you're not achieving your targets anymore, then sit down, go back to the drawing board, and see how do we alter what we're busy with.
Okay.
And learn from mistakes.
Yes.
And build on the strengths that there were. Yeah. So I'm not going to say every quarter, every this, every that.
Yeah.
I would say it's very, very unique to each company, but alter when you're not hitting your targets.
Okay. All right. I can see our time is pretty much well spent. Maybe as we draw to the conclusion, I want you to talk to or even advise this person who thinks they have a business, yes, but now they don't have budget for marketing.
Once again, I'm going to have to speak from God's economy the whole time because my journey in business and my walk with God is synonymous.
Yeah.
There are enough people out there that have started businesses with no capital to be evidence that with God's grace and help, a person can be resourceful enough.
Amen.
So to the person out there, I want to say you might not have resources of money, but you've got of time.
Yes.
Okay. Probably the most valuable resource you'll ever have, and you only start realizing that when you're older. So use that time to come up with a good plan.
Okay.
then enter your network and explain to them this plan. Because generally your network, there should be someone that sees a vision,
Yeah.
that sees the plan, sees someone that's committed to that. And as I always say, people back the jockey, not the horse.
Yes.
So if you are trustworthy and your network knows that, I'm sure that you can raise capital to start whatever you need to.
Okay.
So whether it be at a business forum, at a church, but you got to have the boldness to actually take your time that you have now, really research what you want to do,
Yes.
come up with a basic plan. Doesn't have to be a 10-page business plan, just a basic plan. Going, this is my product, this is where I'm taking it, this is what my price is going to be, this is how I intend on marketing it, and this is the kind of return I think I can get.
Okay.
And then approach someone to help you then. That will be phase 2.
Yes.
The phase 1 where you are now, use the time you have.
All right.
So that you got something in your hand,
Yes.
like Habakkuk says,
Yeah. Write it down.
write it down, make it plain. Because I can promise you, with God's help, and if this is in His will,
Yes.
He will bring the provision.
Amen.
But you got to step forward.
You have to do something.
Yeah, you definitely have to do something.
The step of faith.
Definitely. Use what you have in your hands.
Yeah.
In your hands, you probably have time now. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and then before you know it, the next step will come. And it starts unfolding. Every step of faith unfolds another level of the destination you're going to.
Great. Thank you so much. This is Pieter Pohl, the founder and director, Headlight Media Group, that is in Cape Town, South Africa. Thank you so much for creating time to help us with the conversation.
Thank you so much. And to the listeners out there, yeah, just want to encourage you all. If there's a vision in your heart that you want to execute in the business realm, do it. Just do it.
Yeah. Great. Thank you so much, sir. You have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. See you tomorrow, same time and same place. This is Activate. Thank you so much for getting time this morning from 6 a.m. And it's now 9. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Activate on Hope FM. Hope FM.
It's now 9 a.m.
Listen and live.
A revival